So this 20 horsepower 1976 Mercury is held on by a nut in the back to hold on the propeller. It's a 5/8, so that came off, and then the propeller just slides off like that. Looks like I've got some washers. I'll be taking that off next. So this washer just pulls off pretty easy, and then I gotta figure out how to get that off next. So what I think I'm looking at, I'll hold this light here and try to show you. I got notches, there's 4 of them going all the way around the inside, and this is threaded. So I think by spinning those, it'll spin that out, and then I can access the rest. That's a guess, but that's what I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to hold the phone and show you what I'm doing here. I got a small hammer, and I'm just taking my screwdriver and sticking up in one of those grooves and going counterclockwise, and it's moving. I've got no doubt that there's an actual tool for this. I just don't have it. It looks like the last owner maybe tried to do the same thing right there, and it nicked a piece out. So I'm just trying to use a small hammer, gentle hits, but it's moving pretty easy. Alright, so I've got this thing knocked pretty good, and you can see, you know, I didn't use a whole lot of force to get this going. There wasn't any corrosion, luckily. But that just kind of spins off. Looks like that piece comes off, and now I'm into there. So I'm just kind of laying everything out sequentially as it comes out from this side to that way, so I know which order it goes back in. So I took that ring out that was threaded. Now I'm just taking a screwdriver. It looks like this is just coming out like that. Pretty easy. And the whole, looks like the whole unit's going to come out. There we go. And there's some metal shredded on it, so that might be part of my problem. You can see that right there. So I'm gonna have to go in the house and get I have a user manual for this motor, or a technician manual, and find out what the heck these are. Because it looks like they seat really nice in here if they were flush. If they were flush and whole. They're clearly not. So I'll just slide those off and try to figure out what those are. So when I emptied this, not much oil came out, and it was full of water. Let me see if I can get my light in there for you. And there's the sludge. I mean, I don't see any metal shavings, but it needs to be cleaned out. So, see where I go next, I don't know. Okay, so come over here, take a look. I've got this Climber Mercury Outboard shop manual, and it looks like it runs 1972 through 89. And so the motor's in there. All right, page 248, Mercury 18, 20, and 25 horsepower. Here's the diagram schematics. And I'm going to see if I can figure out the order it goes, and figure out what to do next. All right, so this is a schematic for a 20 horsepower Merc, but it says 1986 and on, and as I took it apart, these pieces coming out don't line up with what I found in there. However, this one is for a 9.8, doesn't say what year, and as you can see as I come across, number 38 is the cover, so that goes to that. I didn't have a washer behind it, maybe I'm supposed to. And then after that, looks like it goes to something similar to this. So this book doesn't cover 1976 gear housing components. Okay. So I put this piece right here in a vise because there's a O-ring right here, and then I protected the gear housing right here by this paper towel, and I lightly have this snug down so I don't warp it, and just with my hand I'm able to spin this off, I thought. Alright. Okay, so the oil seals, as this was together, which I took a pipe wrench to get it apart, come to find out it's not even threaded, it was just pressed on there with this O-ring. So once I get it apart, I've got some rust on the ball bearing assembly in there that I'm not going to work on fixing right now. Also on the gears, you can see some pitting right there, some old rust. Probably because there was no gear oil in it and just water for a while. But I found the oil seals in this part right here, and as you can see, they're right here, and there's two of them in there and they're pressed together. So I'm going to work on getting those out now. Okay, I got them out with the seal puller. I just bought this at the hardware store by me, and then so two oil seals. They were in there like this. The bottom one